So you're good to go?
Yep.
Sweet. Well, as you can tell, the vlog is back. We haven't done it in almost 2 years now. I Filmed Dirt kicked it off a few years ago in California, actually. Very first episode was in California, which is where we are today. Only difference is that we have Mr. Matt Briscoe doing the vlog now. Thank you, Matt, for putting these together. And to explain where we're headed today, it's just before 6. We're leaving San Rafael, California. We actually stayed in a little town called Fairfax, and we are headed to see our friends at Ghilotti Bros, about an hour north of here. So we're gonna get on the 101, head north, of course, go to Starbucks because that is what I do every morning. Check out one job, check out another job by the Bay Area, and then potentially end up at Graniterock's Quarry if we have time. Stay tuned. Watch this video. I guess you'll figure out if we actually went to the quarry or not, but we are for sure visiting Ghilotti Bros. So with that, we will get on with our hour drive and we will see the job site. I've never actually driven up here before. It's a place I've never been. Da, 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 da. Hey. We are in business. Well, we're out here in Healdsburg, California with Ghilotti Bros, those guys, and they're doing a little pipe work today. So it doesn't look like anything too crazy, but we're gonna check out what these guys are doing today. See them laying pipe and then head down to a road job in Vallejo, I think it is, and then head south towards San Jose from there. So got here at 7, actually started at 7:30. Let's see what they do. All done here in Healdsburg. They're doing a little pipe work. Now we're gonna go down to Vallejo, check out some road construction. They said they're running a reclaimer, so we'll see what that looks like and we'll just keep it going from there. This is where the video editing process comes in handy because we have about an hour and a half drive from there. So we're gonna get going. So we are like northeast of the Bay Area right now in beautiful country. It's nice and green because springtime in California is absolutely beautiful before everything turns brown. the summer and it all dries out. Out here, what they're doing is FDR, full depth reclamation. This is like a smaller county road. I guess there's a lake over there. I think the road itself is called Lake Herman Road. And instead of tearing out the road, milling it, ripping out the material below the pavement, and bringing on the new basin and new asphalt and everything like that, they're reclaiming it. So they have a reclamation machine, just an enormous milling machine. It leaves it all in place. It takes it down, I think it's like 12 inches. So it'll pulverize the pavement and it'll mix the old pavement into the base material below that. And then they'll grade it all out, smooth everything out right now. So that's what they're doing today. They just pulverized the road and now they're grading it with the 150 blade. Tomorrow they start cement treatment. They put cement on the surface, take the reclaimer again, mix it all in there with a little bit of water, and it turns to essentially concrete. So rather than hauling new base in, you're using the existing material, mixing some cement into it, and creating a really, really solid foundation for a road that's gonna last a very long time. So once they mix the cement in, they'll finish it with the blade. I think it's a 2% slope on either side for drainage. And then either later this week or after they let it sit for a little bit, next week, they will pave it. So by next week, this should be a beautiful brand new road that doesn't just have brand new asphalt on top of it, a brand new surface, but it has a brand new cross section, a whole brand new structure to it. So it should last a very long time. It's starting to become the standard up in California, Northern California for sure. They do cement treatment and line treatment really all over the United States now. It's super popular. So that is what's going on this specific project. I want to explain the blade a second as well. This is a Cat 150 grader. I should have Googled what the old model was. I think it was a 140 below. It was either it was either a 140 or I think it's a 14 actually. So it used to be a 14M. Now it's the 150. Thank you, Caterpillar, for making that super confusing and not very straightforward. So it's the latest and greatest. The exciting thing about this blade is that it's mastless, which is the next generation of GPS machines. Komatsu's dabbled in it for a while now. Deere's dabbled in it, especially on the blades. Now Caterpillar's doing it. So instead of these big ass masses with the GPS units hanging off the blade, you have a GPS receiver up front on the front part of the blade, and then you have it up on the cab. So it's the exact same grade control setup as before, but now you don't have these big masts in the way. I was talking to the operator. He said it's a huge difference than before. With the masts, you can get a little bit of variance. With this system, it's a lot more accurate and refined. So he says it runs like an absolute dream. So I just wanted to, while we were out here, point out that machine because they're starting to come out right now, but there are not too many of them in the United States at the moment. So we'll start to see them more and more, but that is the new Cat 150 that Ghilotti Bros has. Pretty sweet. So this is the asphalt plant where they make the asphalt, because that's what asphalt plants do. Should we record our introduction? We are at, I'm gonna look at what kind of loader that is. We are at Graniterock's A.R. Wilson Quarry. It looks like a 988K, brand new. A.R. Wilson Quarry outside of Aromas, California. This is my favorite quarry of them all. Might be one of the first quarries I ever visited. It was one of the first I ever visited for sure when I started the company. And whenever we have a little spare time in the neighborhood, I like to stop by and see what the heck's going on, because it is a crazy cool operation, super unique. Like, for example, they just have a brand new 988 just sitting here. Forklift for scale. Without further ado, let's go check out the quarry, and hopefully Matt gets some sweet footage of this place, because it's pretty easy to get sweet footage here because it's a sweet place. And we will see you on the back end when we're done. I think also it's about 2 right now. They start loading the crusher at 3:30, so we're gonna try to catch that as well before we head out of here. So stay tuned. We might even see some crusher loading footage because it's pretty cool. It's a nice machine. My left is the crusher. She does 3,000 tons per hour, and they fire her up at 3:30 every night. Hopefully the wind doesn't make this sound like shit. Fire her up at 3:30 every evening because that's when power is least expensive, so they like to do it afternoon, evening time. So we're gonna shoot around until they fire the crusher up. The trucks are hauling to the mouth of the crusher right now. They like to blend the material. So ideally the dozers push all of this to the mouth of the crusher, and that's what they do all day, is they haul and they push material to the mouth of the crusher. And then at night, they'll take that material that's close to the mouth of the crusher and load the crusher without the truck. Super unique operation. I think this is the biggest mobile crusher in the country, if not one of the biggest mobile crushers in the world. There you go. Take 2, because Matt didn't turn the microphone on. We are all done at Graniterock, headed to San Jose for tonight. So we're gonna spend the night in San Jose, and then tomorrow morning, head to Firma. And then from there, tomorrow night, Sacramento. A lot of driving today. A lot of driving. It'll be nice to be home. So we will see you on the next one, which is tomorrow.